I had one question.
Yes.
One question about this trailer.
Yes.
And it was like Michelle Pfeiffer's character. What the hell was she so scared about? That was the thing. I was like, wow, did she got like a bunch of ex-lovers in there that she don't want people to know about or what? You know what I mean? Because time works differently down there.
It shit does.
She could have, you know what I mean?
She was like, cut it off, cut it off.
Yeah, shut that shit down.
I think she saw, she might have Kang, you know, she went there, when they had sex with a black dude, you know. I don't know.
Exactly. Look at her man in the back. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You got something to tell me?
Something you want to say, baby?
Something you want to say?
You know, you did say Kang one night when we were having sex, but I just thought you were making noises. I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know it was a person. I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. As much as I love Marvel, I never thought I'd see the day that people would be excited for an Ant-Man movie. You know, Ant-Man movies, I mean, look, maybe I'm being mean here, but Ant-Man movies, they were just something to keep you busy until the next big Marvel movie came out. But with the premise of introducing what people have said is the next big Thanos level villain, Ant-Man, they say, is up here with the big boys now. You know, they say now that they're talking about we entering that next phase where we got our big bad dude waiting in the background, everyone got a case of that Quantumania.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
He like, bitch, you know I don't look nothing like no Spider-Man. Now you did that shit on purpose. You know I don't look nothing like no Spider-Man. I like the way this dude is like, shit, it is Spider-Man.
Words?
That made me mad. Look, I know I was being disrespectful, but that made me mad when that dude did that. I said, you know that shit ain't right. You knew what you were doing.
So, what's it gonna be? Batman.
Boy, I would have laughed my ass off. He said, Spider-Man.
I'd have been messed up. Like,
one more motherfucker gotta call me Spider-Man one more time.
Pull up Joe Pesci.
Mother, keep him here. Keep him here. Don't you let him go. I'll be back. Keep him here.
Keep him here.
All right, y'all. A lot of people excited about this today. I'm excited about it, man. But, you know, what I want to talk about with this, I just want to do a reaction to the trailer. I got some questions that I want to ask about very specific things in here, man. The reaction has been good. I was surprised when I saw that this thing had racked up like almost 2 million views in less than an hour. So, so people are definitely looking forward to this. And that's kind of what I want to touch on. You know, what are the reasons why people are looking forward to this so much? I have some ideas, but I wanted to get your opinion. Of course, we'll talk to the chat about this.
Of course.
First of all, before we do anything, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Kang thing real quick. Yeah, you know, so let's just talk about the look. You know, I kind of like the look. You know, he's black and blue. You know, because a lot of people, they thought that they didn't know what they were going to do with it. But I like that they're kind of doing a lot with this. You know, they're being comic accurate. Here's what he looks like in the comic. You know, he doesn't. He looks more like a white dude right here. But but everything else, he's like pretty comic accurate. And some people were wondering what he would if they would stick with that. So you get a little bit of everything here. I like that they actually do when and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if when he puts on a helmet, if it changes his features like that. But we do get a chance to see him take the helmet off, letting you know that it's also Jonathan Majors under there. Showing you his naturally handsome face. What I do like, though, is that they show Kang where he has those lines on his face.
The scars, yeah.
And now, because before they just looked like, they were just part of his alien features or whatever. And now, they made it part of his more human-looking features where there's scars. I wonder if there's a story behind that. I wonder if there's some tragedy behind that, which it would be great if they kind of add. I don't know what Kang's origin is. Might be kind of cool if they did have some tragedy behind that since they messed up with Christian Bale so much in Thor, man. But then that's just my opinion. And you know what? And I like that they actually show his more human kind of face because I like how that connects more to the kinder, gentler Kang that he played in Loki.
Not every
Boy, chew your food and swallow first before you start talking.
of me was so pure of heart. The peace between realities erupted.
You know, I saw this and I was really I was blown away by his performance there because I had seen Jonathan Major and some other things, and I didn't know that he actually had this kind of range, man. You know, between Loki, between the version of Kang that he's playing in Quantumania, and now between Creed 3.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you.
We was like brothers.
Oh shit, putting them Kangs on him right there. But
yeah, that was cute too, huh?
Yeah, but between all of that, man, between those 3 movies and a few other things, even with a Lovecraft Country, man, this guy he's beginning to show what kind of range that he has and just how great an actor he is, man.
Yeah, he's been able to take these different roles and be different people with it. You know, Marvel's especially in Loki, Marvel's able to let him do what he wanted to do with the character.
Yeah,
you know, be playful with it because he wanted to be distinctful from the different type of Kangs. And to touch on that a little bit is that, you know, Kang is a bunch of different Kangs throughout these different universes.
Yeah,
right. The other one we saw in Quantumania, I don't even know if that is the Kang that is the Destroyer. We don't know. That's the cool thing about, you know, being Kang right now, and that's the cool thing about Jonathan Majors, that he'll be able to play Kang so many different types of ways because there are so many different types of Kangs.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even think about that because obviously, you know more about this character than I do.
A little bit.
It's been great learning about the character as we go along. But so here's the big question, though, that I want to ask you. And of course, we'll put this out to the chat and pick up on that later with what they have to say. But now that, you know, the big question is, will the Marvel Cinematic Universe, now will it have more focus, man? Will it have more focus since we have a big bad guy now to kick off Phase 5? Because, you know, we heard it, we talked about it ourselves. You know, many have said that, you know, due to a lack of a Thanos level villain, that Phase 4 felt kind of aimless. They filled the space with humor. They had weak climaxes, weak storylines, at least compared with some of the other phases that they went through. You think with the presence of Kang now, you know, with something to work towards, that the MCU will feel like it has more direction?
Well, you know what? The MCU has set a precedence before when they started out. You know, when they started building things out, you know, they were trying to just put movies out that kind of prove the point that, okay, we can take these characters and make them serious, right? And then it presented a flagpost, which was Thanos, right? And they were able to move that flagpost back and back and back until they figure out, okay, we have something here. Let's plant it here and move towards this flagpost, right? And that was what was presented to us as a consumer.
Yeah.
You know, there is something that we're looking forward to. You got 10 years to get to it. Boom, there it is. So once that threat was off the table, it was like, okay, you already trained us to have this tentpole villain. Where is he? So that's what led to a lot of the superhero fatigue, or, you know, lack of direction, as whatever people want to call it, because there was no flagpole anymore. The land was open, you know what I mean, for them to try and figure out, okay, what do we do next? I think they had that time already to figure out, what do we do? You know what I mean? And they proved themselves. So at that point, it was like, okay, they should have immediately put another flag in. You know, they did with Loki and showing that they had a Kang in there, but you got to give it up to COVID, right? Kind of messing some things up. Exactly.
It was obvious. It was obvious with that TV shows, where those TV shows would kind of putter out near the end, but they would be so good at the beginning. Yeah, exactly.
And of course, the rumors of Kevin Feige not being as hands-on as he was with a lot of these different things, being pulled in different directions. So, you know, a lot of that stuff was just them kind of, okay, we need to put something out. Let's see what we can do. And just trying to take some characters that people know and, you know, try to recapture that when people are like, well, no, you don't have to reestablish these people anymore. You did that already. Let's keep moving forward. So we were kind of just dragging along with all that stuff. I got to say, you know, so now we're at a point now where, okay, they put the flagpole down again, right? And now we have something to look forward to. So the interest, again, I think will start to rise because, okay, we're working towards something because that's something that you set a precedence for. You know, Black Panther, I see some sort of stakes in there. So I just think, you know, it's a case now where Marvel is focused or perceived to be focused now because there's an end. There's a flagpole in place, so there is an end now.
I'm not asking for another Thanos because that's a mistake that people make when you say you want something like something to work towards. Like, oh, well, you just want them to repeat the same thing. And it's not that. It just seems like if we had, you know, before everything just seemed like, what are we working towards? What are we doing? Because all these TV shows are supposed to lend itself to it. All these movies are supposed to lend itself to something. And I just felt like as much as they built things up, I don't know where the hell y'all are going right now. And so if it takes a big villain to give this whole thing focus, because Phase 4 was all over the place. If you know, and they were filling the gaps with just being funny and humor and everything. I have a problem with being funny and jokes, but it just felt like they were filling the gaps with that. If you need a big villain so that you have a goal to work towards, and so be it, even if you have to kind of repeat the same formula. But now I think we're going to start getting different tones. We're going to start, you know, feeling like this not meandering or it feels aimless. So that is why I feel like that is a great thing that we have. And I can't say anything about it either because we haven't had the movie out yet. But this is what they've been promising. And there's another reason why I think people were so into this trailer right here, because everybody wanted to get a glimpse of what Kang looked like, because they're like, well, finally, Kang gonna clean this shit up over here. So, you know, that's I think everybody's looking at that too. You're gonna say, okay, here, the boss man is back. You know, now you're gonna get things straight. So yeah, I think that is something that people are eager to see with Quantumania and with Ant-Man. Speaking of Ant-Man, you know, it's time we give Ant-Man his due. You know, I've been messing with Ant-Man. I've been talking trash with Ant-Man. But
give me flowers.
Yeah, man. But, you know, come on, y'all. Let's everybody goofs on Scott Lang, man.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
You. I even went to the comment sections, man, and the comment section, everybody harping on him. Oh God, I can't wait to see Spider-Man. Scott deserves a big spot in his heart for his Spider-Man spirit. You know?
See what they started off.
Yeah, Paul Rudd is doing an amazing job portraying Spider-Man, though. It takes talent. Man, here's the thing with this movie right here. This is what I think why this movie is important for the character of Ant-Man, because, you know, he's the one that everybody should consider to be one of the most important Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, because he saved half the universe. Man, he was the one. People don't give him credit for that. You know,
him and that rat.
Man, I was about to say a lot of people say, hold on, you know, that technically it was that rat. Okay, so the rat is the real MVP technically, but Scott Lang is the one that thought of the time travel thing.
The time heist.
The time heist. Yeah, he's the one that came up with the time heist. You know, without his time jumping and time heist idea, half the universe would still be snapped.
Yep.
Thing is, with this movie, and I've been making jokes, but I'm serious. With this movie, is this going to be the one where Scott Lang is going to be taken just a little more seriously? He's going to start getting the respect that's due. Look, he's even got his serious face ready, man, for when it happens. Yeah. You know, because I don't think they're going to make Scott Lang a complete serious character. And some of you people who said it might even kill him, I doubt that. He's always going to be a kind of a more goofy and jovial character. But is this the one we start taking him a little more seriously, because he saved half the universe with his idea, and now he's the one that's ushering in this new phase, and his movie is the one that's bringing in the big villain?
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm hoping that, you know, they walk back, not all the comedy, but some of the comedy, because I don't want it to undercut, you know, a lot of the important stuff that they're trying to talk about, you know, because that was the big problem with Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, you know, there were parts of there where, you know, Christian Bale was giving his all. You know, he was looking scary and talking crazy, and then Thor would come with some quip about his teeth, and I'm like, what is? You just undercut everything that happened in this scene with some old bullshit.
That character, you know? You talk about taking the gravity out of somebody. You introduce this big ass important character, and you spend most of the movie. You have a god killer, a God killer. And
God killer.
You spend most of that movie cracking jokes and never show this dude kill a God at all. Never make him feel like a threat. So you know, I'm with you. I want them to take things a little more seriously, even with Ant-Man. But I don't want them to take that away from the character of Scott Lang and Ant-Man, because that's who he is. It's just they lost. It feels like in that phase, and pretty much ending with Thor: Love and Thunder, man, that they kind of lost track of what these characters were about.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you let one person kind of guide everything and kind of just do what they want. There was no kind of guidelines for what he needed to do, like in between scenes. Of course, there was some, there's always beats that you got to hit with Marvel, but in between then, I think you're free to do what you got to do, and no checks and balances there with that Taika Waititi. But as far as this, it seems as though, there'll be enough things to, have wise cracks about. You're in an alien land, you see a bunch of weird shit. Of course, you could, make quips about all that stuff. But when, you're talking to Kang, and he's talking about, do this or I'll kill you. I don't want to hear no waka wakas when he's telling you this. You know what I mean? This, again, them stakes got to be high, son, and medium rare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. To go back to Jonathan Majors, I'm gonna move on. I just when you're talking about this character being threatening, this is how great Jonathan Majors is, man. Jonathan Majors, in that last time we saw him play that character where he was in Loki, again, a character that was much more aloof, a character that was much more, he wasn't very threatening. He was actually very charming. But this guy right here, just to show you how great Jonathan Majors is, he comes out and he's very calm, and it scares the out of me, man. That's that mafia calm. The more calm a mafia person is, that's probably when you're going to die.
Yeah.
So, what's it gonna be, Ant-Man?
That's a mafia deal. They're asking you a question, but there's only one answer, really.
Yeah, they ask you out of courtesy. That's it.
Yeah,
they already know the answers. And don't have them say those 3 words to you after you have your answer. You know those 3 words, Corey?
Oh, what is that?
So be it. Yeah. They say that. If they say that to you, it's over.
Menace is the thing that I'm thinking of with this guy, man. Yeah, he's very. This is going to be his time, man. This actor.
Yeah. Man. I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors really just take this role and just go crazy with it. You know what I mean? Because again, it's one of those things where actors are going to act, and he's able to act. You know what I mean? Again, he's playing multiple characters. The same character, but just multiple personalities. So, he's really going to do it up like he was doing in Loki. He ate that apple and he was literally chewing up scenery.
Yes.
Literally.
It's funny too, because people said he said Ant-Man, and that's when the first time people heard somebody say Ant-Man didn't want to laugh. I didn't sound stupid.
Right. You're right.
He actually... if you think about it, Ant-Man actually owes him a favor, man. Or he should be grateful. He actually made his name sound actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Ant-Man. He made that sound like Batman,
Yeah, he made him sound cool.
Yeah, who are you? Ant-Man. Yeah, man.
Have him say it. You don't say it. Have him say it.
Hell yeah.
Don't have Paul Rudd say it. Have him say it.
No. I'll dub Paul Rudd's voice, say whatever he has to say. I'm Ant-Man. Here's something. Here's something I want to ask you about the look of the film. So.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing with the movie, man. So I noticed that a lot of the movies, and I'm asking you this, what you think. I'm not trying to steer you one way or the other. I'm not trying to say it's good or bad. I'm just asking your opinion about the look of this film, because I look at a lot of this, and a lot of this looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, man. Yeah. Also, looking at it, a lot of it looks like Eternals. A lot of it looks like Thor. The Thor movies. This is Ragnarok right here. Mm-hmm. Does this look stylistically define Marvel, or are things starting to look too much the same?
Good question, man. And I believe it's a case where Marvel, they like to show you, which is a good thing. They tell you that people are from these different lands and, you know, they want to take you to these fantastical places, which they do, and kudos to them. But all of these places, whatever they show you, don't look lived in. You know, whether it's Wakanda, whether it's freaking, Guardians of the Galaxy, wherever it is, and it was supposed to be a lot of people. You know, they may show a little corner of people walking around in the city or something like that, but they show you these vast, vast lands, but it doesn't look lived in. It doesn't look fake. It looks fake, right? But at the same time, these are alien lands. So, you know, who knows what it's supposed to look like, right? Yeah. So I guess, and that's kind of the line they're kind of walking with this. And I think that look is going to go well with this movie. Unlike, I don't want to keep beating down on this movie, but unlike Multiverse of Madness, where you saw a bunch of different multiverses, but you saw it in a snapshot of them going through the different ones and then landing one place and then staying there. At least with this, you know, you're going to the quantum realm. And it looks like you're going to stay there for a while and explore it. Yeah. As opposed to, you know, we're going to the Multiverse of Madness. Well, not really. Not really.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I think that, looking at this, Marvel definitely does have a style that they follow. And it's not such a bad thing, because when you look at it, I think that Marvel is doing a good job at keeping things consistent with their comic book roots, because when you look at it, a lot of things look like for those who don't know, Jack Kirby was a comic book artist. He did stuff for DC and Marvel, but he's really known for doing stuff for Marvel. And he was almost the defining look for Marvel, his style. When you look at Jack Kirby and with the style that he's done here, that style kind of translates into what Marvel's doing now with setting up the universe. So I thought if you really want to go deep with it and you want to nerd out, a lot of this stuff is resembling what Jack Kirby has done at one time, man. I'm surprised they actually, I'm surprised they even put Bill Murray in this trailer, man. Like, you know, like he's up front and center. I'm surprised that he's anywhere in this trailer, the controversy that's going on with him. If anybody's heard about Bill Murray, you know, legendary actor and comedian, they say this guy's, he's Loki, man. They say he's been pulling pranks on set, grabbing ass and taking kids and putting them in trash cans. And, you know,
Seth Green was name.
Yeah, Seth Green said Bill Murray picked me up and threw me in a trash can when I was 8 or like 9 or something like that. He's like, why did he do that? And he said he walked away laughing. So
terrible. That's terrible.
So, you know, listen, I'm not saying that I don't think he should be in here. I don't care, man. I just thought that, you know, with the heat that he's been catching right now, I'm surprised that Marvel wanted to use him to actually promote a movie, or at least even just a little bit of him in there, man. But
well, Marvel says, shit, at least he's not Ezra Miller.
Yeah, shit. Marvel's like, DC, you can't say shit.
Exactly.
This man's just a prankster. Y'all got a cult member over there, goddamn groomer. Dudes going to people's houses, drinking that liquor. And
this is nothing compared to what they got over there.
No, hell no.
You know,
I'd love it if he just showed up. If he just showed up in the movie drunk, man.
Saturday Night Live.
It's clear.
It looks like Bill Murray. He'll be back.
Oh, shit.
I'll just sit all the way down.
I love he hit his head on the grip right there. Yep. Bill Murray would just walk into places, man, uninvited, drunk off his ass. Shit, Bill Murray's probably not even supposed to be in this movie. He probably just showed up.
He had that costume already on.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, he was in a marching band or some shit. You know, he was at a Sgt. Pepper costume party. I don't know. You know, he just showed up.
I had one question.
Yes,
one question about this trailer.
Yes,
and it was like Michelle Pfeiffer's character. What the hell was she so scared about? That was the thing. I was like, wow, did she got like a bunch of ex-lovers in there that she don't want people to know about, or what? You know what I mean? Because time works differently down there.
It shit does.
She could have, you know what I mean?
she was like, cut it off, cut it off.
Yeah, shut that shit down.
I think she saw. She might have. Kang, you know, she wouldn't have had sex with a black dude, you know. I don't know.
Exactly. Kang and Bill Murray, you never know.
Yeah, she probably had a train run on her by then, man, you know.
But, that was the one thing that stuck out to me. And she was like, damn, she really ain't trying to go up in there. And look at Look at her man in the back. Excuse me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got something to tell me?
Something you want to say, baby?
Something you want to say?
You know, you did say Kang one night when we were having sex, but I just thought you were making noises. I didn't know what the hell. I didn't know it was a person. Who the f is Kang?
Back there, give her that stink hard eye too.
Yeah.
Something you want to tell me?
Why don't you want to go back up in there?
You want to tell me something?
Yeah. Somebody said I got that Kang bang. That was that's British Debo. Yeah, y'all.
Oh,
what's up?
Oh, before I forget, I was gonna say, I think I know why they released that thing today. Now, I don't know what came out first or what came out after, but Henry Cavill came out talking about, I am back as Superman. Thank you guys so much. We have so much more to do. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Yep. You. Here's our trailer for Ant-Man, bitches. Ooh. These fools be trying to undercut each other all the time.
Yeah, they should do, man. Marvel does some petty shit.
Yeah, that's what this one looked like to me. I don't know which one came out first, but it was just crazy that this came out of nowhere. Boom.
Yeah, shit. They were. Henry Cavill said, "I'm back as Superman." Well, bitch, I got 2 words for you. Yeah, I never thought I'd see the day where Ant-Man would be more popular than Superman.
Yeah, right now that's what's going on.
I never thought I'd see the day when Superman said, "I'm back." Yeah, well, where Ant-Man at?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Where Ant-Man at?
Yeah, sure. Tell me about that later. Where Ant-Man at?
Yeah. Anybody seen Ant-Man? Superman. Hey, what's up? You seen Ant-Man?
Yeah. Oh, good. Superman's here. Can you tell me where Ant-Man is?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh man, yeah. I just thought that was weird how that they do that. Jonathan Majors, which looks like he's proven himself to be a great foe, and a great just talent to watch on screen.
Yeah.
So that's a huge draw right there.
Yeah, somebody said Terrence Howard should show up as one of the Kangs. Kang, man.
Kang, man.
I'm Kang, man.
I'm Kang, man.
He already talks like he already talks like he's solving the quantum realm. Shit, he's
that is true.
Shit, goddamn, Terrence Howard stays in the quantum realm, man. His brain is always there.
Well, let me put it this way. All energy in the universe is expressed in motion. All motion is expressed in waves. All waves are curved. So where does the straight lines come from to make the platonic solids?
He stays in the quantum realm. That fool, he's there right now.
Well, that's actually if he was hungry. That's all.
Yeah. Shit, you want to... And Oz, I know you don't like the word, but I'm going to say it, because you want to defeat Terrence Howard, have him talk to... Send his ass up in there. Shit, can't be like... What? He said, you know what? Y'all can keep this shit. I'm out. I can't deal with this brother, man.
You formidable foe. You win.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Don't go nowhere. I'm not finished talking to you, man. Come back here.
Yeah, it ain't Kang the Conqueror. It's Mang the Conqueror. And Mang.
Where did the straight lines come from? I have no clue what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Straight lines.
Yeah. Ain't nothing straight with you, man.
Yeah. Flowers of lives.
Yeah. Right. Shit, when he leaves the quantum realm, he's going straight to Wakanda to bring them some water.
Some water.
Yeah. He's gonna generate water out of thin air for Wakanda.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna bring water in cubes, but they'll be solid cubes.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
I will create vibranium that you can drink. I guarantee this. We already have studies underway, and it has proven to be successful.
With my flower of life, which I opened up correctly, by the way.
Now I'm gonna really put something on you.
Nah, I don't want it on me, please. I don't want it on me.
Somebody says E equals MC Mang.
Any other questions?
No, man. No. Thank you.
Not at all.
You answered.
Not even that.
Apparently, you answered everything all at one time.
There are no questions ever for you. Nothing.
All right, man. Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.
Yeah. If you need a formula for no, hey, thank you, man. Go on.
No, you've heard enough. You've heard more than enough.
All right.
Are you excited for the movie, Corey? You good?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, got lost in Terrence Howard for a minute. Yeah, no, I'm very excited, man. Very excited.
Nice.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for a lot of things. I'm very excited to see the growth of Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man. I'm very excited to see Phase 5 properly kick off, and I'm very excited to see a very important thing that you said. I'm very excited to see where the MCU goes now that we are not in the middle of a pandemic. Can we get back to focus? Because I know that we give them a lot of we give them a lot of flack, man. But and I'm not gonna say it wasn't completely their fault, but they were distracted by something that they couldn't control.
Right, man. I give it to them for trying to put stuff out that they thought would be, digestible and fun for people to pick up on. But
yeah, and the thing
very missed and hit. It's very missed and hit.
Oh yeah, and the thing is that when the whole thing with the pandemic happened. I'll tell you, I'm sick right now. When the pandemic happened, that has been the biggest problem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's been their biggest strength and their biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Everything is written so much ahead of time. Everything is so tightly knit together that they can't let a pandemic stop them. If everything's going to happen on schedule, if all these stories, which are interconnected and lead on to bigger things, if they're going to work the way they're meant to work, they have to keep going.
Right.
And so some things, I'm sure that shortcuts were taken. I'm sure that things weren't as effective because people they were rushed.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. It's good.
So that's what we have to look forward to. They're free to get back to business as usual without a disruption.
Yeah, keep it moving. They had to adjust or, rearrange start times of shows because of the pandemic that makes things awkward, as far as showing, because I forgot what show was supposed to come out right after WandaVision or after the Avengers movie. Something was supposed to come out right after, but they switched it around and put WandaVision instead and moved something else back for shooting purposes. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But one last thing, Marvel thing. The chat, help me out on this, but I did hear or read somewhere that they totally just stopped Blade for now.
Yeah,
the development on Blade
for now. Yeah, that script is not. They say Mahershala Ali is disappointed with the script. It's 90 minutes long. The action sequences is just 2, and they suck. So
yeah,
he's kind of stopped it. He's kind of stopping production. Director left.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
on pause. Wow. Wow. So now, do you think they will recast Mahershala Ali? He's 40 and change as well.
No, I think they'll keep him, and they'll keep him because he's already signed and everything. And, I think they'll keep him. They'll just since they haven't really started shooting anything, they're just going to restart the whole process. They're going to rewrite the script, push production. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool.